Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of you have asked about, how to never run out of things to say when chatting with women. Whether you're trying to impress on a first date, spark a genuine connection with a friend, or just have some fun banter, I've got 10 science-backed, research-approved ways to keep the conversation flowing effortlessly. And if you find these tips helpful, or if you just love a good laugh, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below with your own conversation hacks. Tip number 1. Active listening. Sounds simple, right? But you'd be amazed at how many people mistake just hearing someone for actually listening. Active listening means fully engaging with what the other person is saying, maintaining eye contact, nodding, and asking follow-up questions. According to research published in the Journal of Communication, active listening is key to building trust and rapport in conversations. Imagine this, you're chatting with someone about their recent hiking trip. Instead of just saying, "Oh cool," try something like, "What was the most breathtaking view you encountered?" I love hearing about nature's hidden gems. Not only does this show that you care, but it invites them to share more, keeping the conversation alive. Plus, active listening makes you seem genuinely interested, and trust me, that's incredibly attractive. Moving on to tip number 2, ask open-ended questions. These are the questions that can't be answered with just a yes or no. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good day?" try asking, "What was the highlight of your day today?" This encourages a more in-depth conversation. Science supports this approach too. Studies in social psychology suggest that open-ended questions can foster more meaningful interactions and reveal shared interests. For example, if she mentions she's into art, you could ask, "What kind of art inspires you the most and why?" It gives her the opportunity to share her passion, and who knows, you might discover a new interest too. Tip number 3, share your own stories. Conversation is a two-way street. While it's great to listen, it's equally important to share bits about yourself. Studies in communication have shown that self-disclosure, when balanced, can create a stronger emotional connection. Think of it like seasoning. Too much on one side can ruin the dish, but the right balance can turn it into a culinary masterpiece. For instance, if you're discussing travel, share a funny anecdote from one of your trips. One time, I ended up in the middle of nowhere because my GPS decided to have a day off. Talk about an adventure. This not only adds humor but also invites her to share similar stories, making the exchange lively and memorable. On to tip number 4, embrace the power of humor. Laughter truly is the best icebreaker. Research published in Psychology Today suggests that humor can enhance bonding and reduce stress. A well-timed joke can ease tension and create a relaxed atmosphere. Just be sure to keep your humor respectful and lighthearted. For example, if you're discussing a challenging day, you might say, "My day was so rough that even my coffee needed a coffee." Not only does it bring a smile to her face, but it also shows that you don't take life too seriously, a trait that many find incredibly appealing. Tip number 5 is to explore mutual interests. One of the easiest ways to keep a conversation going is by finding common ground. Ask about hobbies, favorite books, movies, or even music. According to a study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, shared interests are a significant predictor of relationship satisfaction. Maybe you both love sci-fi movies or enjoy cooking exotic dishes. Use that as a springboard to dive deeper. Have you seen the latest space epic? I was blown away by the special effects and the storyline. These shared interests can lead to endless topics, from discussing plot twists to planning a movie marathon. Tip number 6, ask for opinions and recommendations. People love to feel valued and heard. Asking for her opinion on various topics, from the best local restaurant to the most binge-worthy TV series, shows that you value her perspective. Research from Harvard Business Review suggests that when we ask for advice or opinions, it not only empowers the other person but also deepens the connection between you. For example, I'm looking for a new series to binge. Do you have any recommendations? It's a simple question, but it can open the door to a detailed discussion about preferences, genres, and maybe even a shared binge-watching session in the future. Tip number 7 is all about using body language effectively. Communication isn't just about words. The way you present yourself physically matters too. Studies in nonverbal communication reveal that open and relaxed body language can make you appear more approachable and engaged. Maintain good eye contact, smile and lean in slightly when she speaks. Imagine you're in a conversation and you're nodding along with genuine interest. It subtly encourages her to keep sharing because she feels heard and understood. Just avoid crossing your arms or looking distracted by your phone. Trust me, those habits can send the wrong message. Tip number 8. Embrace the art of storytelling. Humans have been sharing stories since the dawn of time, and there's a reason for that. Stories captivate us. Whether it's a tale of adventure, a personal mishap, or a funny misunderstanding, a well-told story can turn an ordinary conversation into something memorable. Research from Stanford University suggests that storytelling activates multiple parts of the brain, creating emotional connections and making the conversation more engaging. So next time you're chatting, think of a story that highlights your quirky side. Once I tried cooking a fancy dinner and ended up with a kitchen disaster that even Gordon Ramsay would laugh at. Trust me, a dash of humor and a pinch of vulnerability can work wonders. Tip number 9 is to stay informed about current events and pop culture. It might sound like a no-brainer, but having a good grasp on what's happening in the world can provide a wealth of conversation topics. Whether it's a trending Netflix series, a groundbreaking scientific discovery, or even a quirky news headline, being in the loop shows that you're engaged with the world around you. A study in the Journal of Media Psychology indicates that discussing current events can create a sense of shared understanding and common ground. Plus, it gives you plenty of material to draw on for funny or insightful observations. Did you hear about that new tech gadget that claims to make your coffee for you? I'm still trying to get my own coffee machine to work. It's relatable, timely, and can lead to an interesting back and forth. And finally, tip number 10. Be genuine and authentic. This might sound like a cliché, but authenticity is the cornerstone of any meaningful conversation. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that authenticity in social interactions is linked to higher satisfaction and trust. Instead of trying to be someone you're not, embrace who you are, even if that means occasionally making a fool of yourself or admitting you're clueless about certain topics. For instance, if you're not a sports fanatic, it's perfectly okay to say, "I have no idea what's happening in the sports world, but I'm more than happy to learn from you." This honesty not only makes you more relatable but also opens up space for her to share her expertise or even teach you something new. Authenticity is attractive because it shows confidence and a willingness to be vulnerable, a recipe for deep, meaningful connections. So let's do a quick recap. Active listening. Engage fully and ask thoughtful follow-ups. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage deeper conversations with questions that invite elaboration. Share your own stories. Balance the conversation by being open and relatable. Embrace humor. Lighten the mood with a good joke or funny anecdote. Explore mutual interests. Find common ground and expand on shared hobbies. Ask for opinions and recommendations. Value her input and learn together. Use body language effectively. Communicate warmth and openness non-verbally. Embrace the art of storytelling. Engage with compelling, memorable tales. Stay informed. Be up to date with current events and pop culture for a rich pool of topics. Be genuine and authentic. Embrace who you are and connect on a deeper level. There you have it, 10 dynamic ways to ensure you never run out of things to say when talking with women. Remember, these tips aren't just about filling awkward silences. They're about building genuine connections, fostering mutual respect, and having fun along the way. And hey, if you ever feel like you're stuck, just think back to these tips and remind yourself that every great conversation starts with a simple hello. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful, humorous, and engaging content. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below sharing your most memorable conversation or any extra tips you've picked up along the way. Before you go, remember, a great conversation is like a dance. It takes two to tango, and sometimes you just need to let the music play. So go out there, be confident, stay curious, and most importantly, have fun with your conversations. Who knows? That simple hello could be the start of something truly amazing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep talking, keep laughing, and keep connecting. See you in the next video.